Hello, and welcome to a year end planning edition of the Squirrel Wrangler podcast. As the year draws to a close, it's a perfect time to reset, reflect, and refresh on every aspect of our lives. My name is Stacy Brioka, the Squirrel Wrangler, and I guide humans to wrangle their inner squirrels so they can live in peace and joy. Are you ready to embark on a magical journey of self renewal and transformation? In this episode, I am going to give you the outline of a yearly reset routine designed to incorporate all areas of our life: the biological, the psychological, the social, and the spiritual, along with self care principles and the narrative of the Squirrel Wrangler's perspective from the Squirrels in Wonderland stories, along with the wisdom of the enchanted treehouse. Today, we will explore 5 areas to guide your journey toward renewal: your mind and spirit, or your inner garden; your physical treehouse, or your body; your labyrinth connection threads, or your connections with other people; your seeds of future intention, or your dreams; and your personal sacred space, or the physical environment in which you live. So let's dig in. Let's start with this inner garden of your mind and your spirit. Have you ever done an enchanted journaling retreat? Things like spending a day in a serene setting, or your own personal treehouse, real or imagined. During that journaling retreat, you want to reflect on the year using journaling prompts. And I'll give you a few, but really, there are lots of different journaling prompts. If you do a search for journaling prompts, you'll be down the squirrel hole for days. But some of the ones that you might think about are: what did I learn from the challenges faced from my inner squirrels? What is it they're telling me in their ear about the things that happened this past year? And let's face it, there are a lot of things that happened this last year. What new adventures do you want to plan for the year ahead? What dreams do you have going on? What goals do you want to reach? And dare I say it, New Year's resolutions. I'll get back to that. But what are your dreams? Write them all down. Be fantastical. Step outside of your comfort zone. Write things that you really want, no matter what. And then affirmations tied to personal growth, like, I grow stronger as I explore new paths. I learn more about myself as I dive deeper into what distracts me and what keeps me from focusing. I learn more about myself and I can grow with those new learnings. Second, meditative exploration. Dedicate time to guided visualization. And that's slightly different than journaling. Guided visualization would be using a recording or a story and even music to guide your visualization into that internal world where anything is possible. Things like, imagine entering a garden labyrinth. Which direction do you go? What wisdom do the squirrels that are in that labyrinth offer you? Who do you meet there? What lessons do they give you? Are your previous selves in there? Are your future selves in there? Imagine going in that garden labyrinth, wandering around, meeting people, learning new things. Kind of like Alice when she falls down the whole rabbit hole and goes to Wonderland. While you're doing those guided visualizations and you're in the labyrinth, practice deep breathing. Things like box breathing, which you can look up, grounding, and gratitude reflections. By using our positive things that we're thankful for. Our We rewire our brain with little wires that say, "Hey, there's good stuff out there." And so that when there's times where things aren't feeling so good, we actually feel better because we've rewired our brain to see the positive things. And so we'll see positive where others might even see negative. And then finally, in this area, third, a neuro-linguistic programming reset. Neuro-linguistic programming is the study of how our neurology or our wired brain and our language and how we are programmed, how our mind is programmed, similarly to how a computer is programmed. Look inside. What are outdated mental patterns? What are the things, the patterns you run mentally that even affect your physical patterns? What patterns do you run over and over that you like? And which ones do you not like? Use things like cognitive reframing to replace negative thoughts with empowering beliefs, similar to what we were talking about with the gratitude to positive things from the negative. So maybe if I were to look at my squirrel and he was upside down, maybe I would say, "Oh, that's horrible. He's upside down." And then maybe I could say, "Oh, wait a minute. He's learning a new perspective and he's being creative." I challenge people. I can come up with something positive in almost every negative. Almost. There's a few that are really hard. But most of the time, I can come up with good ones. Let's go to the physical treehouse or your health and your body. Now, I'm not going to lie, this one's hard. Um, we all have physical challenges, whether it's having trouble taking care of our physical health, having time to take care of our physical health, or just even thinking about it to begin with. So, this one's really important. Think about seasonal movement rituals. Plan quarterly walks or forest immersions. Plan quarterly movement scenarios. Like in the spring, do you like to garden? Go out and play in the garden and get your movement outside. In the summertime, well, that one's easy. Go swimming. Hit the swimming pool up. In the fall, go for walks outside. Take photos. Meet with friends for picnics. And in the wintertime, even though it's cold, bundle up and go out and enjoy the colors of the snow sparkling on the trees. Incorporate stretching or light yoga that mimics reaching for the branches or rooting down to the earth as part of your physical movement. Create a mindful nutrition reset. Review and research and refresh your meal planning. Are you eating with the seasons? Are you eating things that are healthy? Are you eating too many of one food and not enough of another? Use grounding foods and hydrating drinks like herbal teas so that they connect with nature and you connect with that grounding of yourself. Have lots of seasonal fruits and vegetables and even meats that are maybe more available one time a year or another. Plan an annual health retreat. Dedicate one full week of the year for a health reset. Plan and encourage nourishing activities like aromatherapy, hydration, and rest. Make sure you're getting daily appropriate rest. Look up my self-care planner up here. I'll put it in the video as part of that planning for rest and relaxation. Let's look at your social connections as threads of the labyrinth. As we go back and look at that labyrinth and find out the squirrels and the other characters that we might have run into, Let's think about how we're connected to other humans. We are all here together. We're all on this one rock together, third one from the sun. And so far, we haven't found mass ways to get off of this planet that I'm aware of at the time of this taping. But that means that we are all here together, and community and connection are vital for just enjoying life. So think about community connection. Host a gathering, either virtually or in person, to reflect and share insights from the year. I've recently started hanging out on a platform called gobrunch.com. It's a great place to have virtual, personalized spaces where you can live in a Squirrel Wrangler tree, which you can if you go to squirrelwrangler.com, or you go and hang out in a bar with friends and chat. It's very different than those 4 boxes on the screen for Zoom. Nothing wrong with Zoom, just not always as good for hosting a connecting gathering of humans. So host a connected gathering, either virtually or in person. Oh my gosh. You could combine your healthy foods or your new recipes in with friends and make sure you see each other and enjoy each other's time. Create gratitude threads by writing notes to those who inspired you. So take literally a piece of paper or figuratively write an email, write a messenger message, and write notes to somebody who's inspired you and tell them what they did that gave you a virtual hug. If you can, give somebody the note in person. Plan projects and collaborative adventures with loved ones or communities that reflect on your purpose, such as teaching self-care or storytelling. Create a project or a time where you can teach storytelling from your culture or your family with the younger ones. That's how we used to do it. And storytelling and passing those things down is still important, no matter how we do it. And here's a fun one. Now, this works with the physical space too, but digital declutter. How many things do you have in your inbox? Yeah, I know. There's some of you out there who have like 4 numbers in your inbox. And I don't mean 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean a 4, 5 number that tells how many things are in your inbox. I get you. I used to be that way. But there's a thing called Inbox Zero, and there are lots of programs out there to help you. There are also habits you can put in place to keep yourself digitally decluttered. So review your online presence and remove distractions. Go through all your notifications. Turn all your notifications off except for the things that are important. Clean up your desktop on your devices. Put your apps in organized folders, tools, resources, and photos. Keep the photos that uplift you in your favorites folder in your phone so that when you're having a bad day, you can look at those and go, hey, this still happened and I feel good about it. Looking forward, let's dig into your future seeds of intention and your purpose and growth. Boy, this is one of my favorites. If we're not thinking of our future, and I'm going to say if we're not remembering our future memories, I know that sounds odd, but you can put your brain out into the future and remember a memory from the future so that it makes your present more enjoyable. Think about your future memories. Set intentions while you're in nature. Put 3 to 5 intentions for the coming year and plant a tree or a flower as a symbol of those goals. Think about that. If you plant a tree and it connects with one of your intentions for this year, As that tree grows, you got me, your goals are going to grow. And as your goals grow, and as that tree flowers, they're going to mirror and match each other. And you're going to be able to watch yourself in that tree. I want you to think on that one for a little bit. It's okay. Pause the video. Think on it. Put that in the journal. Write 3 to 5 intentions for the coming year and plant at least one tree or flower as a symbol of the goals. Skill mastery. Are you a lifelong learner like I am? I think my mom said to me one time, "You are going to always be a student, aren't you?" And she's right. I am. I am. I love learning. I don't even think about it anymore when I know that I want to learn at least one new thing every day. Choose one new skill to deepen, like storytelling or marketing or business or stress management. Choose one new skill to deepen for the year and dedicate a monthly block of time to practice and refine it. So let's say the first Saturday of every month, you're going to spend 2 hours learning something in your new skill, diving deep in that new skill. And maybe the third Saturday of the month, you're going to go through and learn some little new things. Maybe a new hobby or a new types of recipes or a new physical set of exercises. You can learn anything. That's the cool thing about this thing right here. The device that I'm speaking to you through cannot at the moment fully teach itself something new or realize it needs to learn something new by itself. It has to have human input. Now, I'm not going to say that that's not coming. I'm a geek girl and, tech happens. But this brain, this computer, I can program it to anything I choose to program it for. I have the choice to create a new skill, to figure out what new skill I want to learn. I have the choice to do that. I have the choice not to do it as well. But who wants to live in that boring life? Not me. Not me. Vision crafting. Design a vision board. And no, it doesn't have to be cutting magazines out and getting the glue out and putting it all on a cardboard. It can be a digital vision board on your phone, on an app like Canva, on any app that you imagine. There's tons of them out there. Use images that represent magical and transformative elements of those goals that you created a minute ago. Take a picture of that tree as you plant it, and then take a picture every month of that tree. And as you do that, take a picture of each stage of your goal and put those together. Make your vision board dynamic. It's not a static thing that just sits there. Make it change and evolve like you do. And finally, let's clear and refresh your personal home and environment's sacred space. Our spaces are sacred. They do feed us. The energy in our spaces feed us and we feed it. And I'm not going to lie and say that this is my favorite or best area. I kind of suck at it, to be honest. I need somebody who can do my house cleaning and my accounting. Those are things that are outside of my purview. I can't see them. I do clean the house. I do my chores like I need to, but I don't always like it. That's just the way it is. But seasonal treehouse cleaning. Decluttering your physical and emotional spaces is just as important as decluttering that desktop on your computer screen. Box everything up, sort through it, figure out what you keep, what you throw away, and what you give away. Sometimes it is okay to give things away to other people who might be able to need it. Sometimes it's okay to throw it away too. Arrange your surroundings to reflect your renewal. Get a fresh plant, fresh greenery, or like me, fresh fake greenery, because I might kill it if it's a plant, if it's in the house. So, fresh greenery. Get new candles. Pull out an old dusty candle, clean that sucker off with a nice washcloth and set it out and light it. Don't just save it for a rainy day. Light it. Let that energy from that candle light you. Personal sanctuary updates. Add elements of wonder to your space. A glowing lantern to symbolize inner light. That candle we just talked about to symbolize inner light. A calming image of a magical meadow. Maybe a stuffed squirrel or 10. All right, not everybody has 10. Create an energy flow ritual. Use mindfulness bingo to reset the energy in your environment. Engage grounding and sensory rituals to connect with the space. One of my objects is a Merkaba, and sometimes it's just for me to hold. Sometimes I use it with essential oils. Sometimes I just let the light shine off of it and I look at it. Find what encapsulates a balance between self-care, introspection, action, harmonized with the magical narrative of being in the Squirrel Wrangler's tree. As we wrap up this magical journey of self-renewal and transformation, remember that the Squirrel Wrangler approach isn't just for the end of the year, and it's not just for me, the Squirrel Wrangler. It's a continuous cycle of reflection, action, and growth. This yearly routine is more than just a checklist. It's a magical journey of that self-care, reflection, and intention setting that blends action in the world with introspection in the self. By aligning these enchanted perspectives, you can cultivate joy, clarity, and renewal as you prepare to hibernate and refresh for the year ahead. Embrace the chanting narrative of the squirrels in Wonderland thoughts and stories, and the wisdom from the enchanted treehouse to bring harmony and joy to every aspect of your life. Whether it's tending to your mind and spirit inner garden, cultivating the seeds of your future intention, every step is your chance to nurture your inner world. Thank you for joining me on this wondrous path. Keep wrangling those inner squirrels to live in peace and joy. And get ready for more mystical adventures and transformative insights in our next episode. Until then, dive deeper into your reset routine and take the first steps towards a magical 2025. Don't let your past challenges weigh you down. This is your time to let go of them, to move forward with clarity, purpose, and excitement. Let's craft a transformative plan and enter 2025 feeling lighter, more optimistic, and ready to embrace your best self. Remember to book your session at staceybraiuca.com/book to personalize your journey with me, the Squirrel Wrangler. Let's create a life for you filled with magic and possibility. Together, we will identify your squirrels. We'll learn more about the concepts that I described today. We'll learn how to implement those concepts and strategies into your life in a deeper way than I was able to reveal today. We'll set fresh goals and specific objectives for you. We'll clear out all the negative stuff and the negative squirrels that have been holding you back. We'll get you to alignment with what you truly want to be, truly what you want to do, and truly what you want to have in the coming year. I'm Stacy Brayuka, and I'll see you soon in our next squirrel wrangling adventure.